Hi everyone, my name is Hui Hui and 3H means Housing, Healthcare and Human Rights, specifically our children's rights. On August 2024, I was summoned to Singapore Police Station, and outside the police station, I filmed a live video saying that public resources should not be used on the 13 years of political persecution against me. Public resources should be used to improve the lives of Singaporeans and protect our future generation instead. Until today, the AGC is still labeling me as the leader of Singaporeans and demanding me to give them $23,000, but there's still a shortfall of about $7,000, which is why I'm making this video to raise awareness on political persecution and how bad children are actually suffering in Singapore. So this article is actually talking about 26% of low-income families sending their children to school and having a stable environment for our future generation. 这则新闻讲的就是在新加坡呢，只有26%的低收入家庭会照顾他们的下一代，送他们去读书上学。为什么只有26%？那另外的几乎80%在做什么？ So what happened to the other almost 80% of the low-income families? Why are they not sending their children to attend classes? Why are public resources not being used to help these 80% of low-income families to help all these children to attend preschool regularly? So now we know that about 20% of them are actually studying in school and about 80% of them are actually not studying in school. So what is this studying in school and what is this regular attendance? This regular attendance is actually just 75%. It's not even attending school every single day unless MC. This is just regularly sending them to school. Why is it that these parents do not have time to send the children to school? First of all, if you are telling me that these children are not taken care of by parents, are you saying that low-income families, they don't even have parents together with these children? Next, assuming that they are taken care of by the parents, are the parents working shift job all the way to the middle of the night that the next day they cannot wake up to bring the children to school? Or are you telling me that they have worked long hours in the day, therefore the next day they cannot wake up to send their children to school? And this is 80% of them, 80%. So if let's say they are working night shift and they are working long hours, so are you saying that despite working so hard, they are still low-income families? Then where are all the high-income jobs going to? Is it going to foreigners? Because people would prefer to employ someone who can work throughout the entire duration rather than going for reservice. 所以这则新闻我们就知道了，新加坡有差不多20%的小孩子有上课，而80%的小孩子是没有上课。为什么这80%的小孩子是没有上课的呢？而上课代表的是什么？上课只是代表75%，100天里面你上课75天。还没有包括你拿 MC 之类的东西，你有病假之类的东西没有算进去。那为什么这些父母没有人去带孩子上学呢？首先，如果你讲不是每一个人都有父母带，所以你是讲说低收入的家庭父母都在做工，然后给别人带，然后他们还没有办法去上课，还是低收入。而不要紧，如果他们真的是低收入家庭，然后又是父母带的话，你是讲说这些父母是做夜班吗？还是他们白天做很长送货之类的，然后送到晚上，第二天醒不来，没有办法带孩子去学校？那你是不是又在跟我讲说，新加坡就算你熬夜做工，你做一整天的工，你做到累到半死，不可以带孩子去上学，你还是一个低收入家庭，没有办法送孩子去上学，而且薪水也不高。这样子这么用功在新加坡的薪水高薪水这类的工作是给谁？是不是给外劳拿去？因为如果人家身为老板要请员工，你肯定要请那些可以跟你做工的，你不要请那些做工做到一半突然间跟你讲要去服兵役，对不对？40% of these low-income families are considered stable, but there is a 60% of low-income families that are considered unstable. They don't have a stable job, they probably work ad hoc, or probably they don't have job, which is why they are low income and they need to go for jobs interview, therefore they do not have the time to send their children to school. Why is the government not using public resources to help the remaining 60% of households and help all these children instead? Why use public resources to politically persecute me for 13 years when they can use to help Singaporeans? 所以我们知道了， ，40%的家庭还算蛮稳定，可是有60%的家庭其实是不稳定的，他们没有稳定的收入，没有稳定的工作，可能他们父母需要去做工，所以没有办法带孩子上学，甚至他们可能没有工作，所以他们才是低收入，因为他们要去面试，没有办法带孩子去上学。那为什么政府不要用资源来帮助这些家庭呢？帮助我们的下一代，而且是60%的人，为什么政府要用公共资源来政治迫害我？而且是迫害了13年，这些资源帮助我们的新加坡人，难道不好吗？H means housing, healthcare, and human rights. The most important is housing, whereby people has a shelter over their head. And yet, only 1/3 of this family can actually afford to have a house. What about the remaining 2/3 of them? And just because they can afford to pay for the down payment, they don't have stable employment, they cannot pay for the housing loan, and these people are usually living in rental flat. What is the Singapore government doing when they claim that housing is affordable, but yet Singaporeans cannot afford this kind of housing? 所以他们也讲了，新加坡的公共组屋是很划算，买得起的。如果买得起，为什么1/3的人既然买不起？而那些可以还贷款第1款的人，他们接下来贷款还得了吗？他们如果没有稳定的工作，没有稳定的收入，他们怎样还他们的房贷？所以到最后，这些人住在哪里？住在那些租的公共租屋。而为什么政府不要用资源来帮助这些低收入家庭呢？如果他有资源来政治迫害我13年，他肯定可以帮助这些人，可是他却不要帮助新加坡人，还在那边每天跟新加坡人洗脑讲公共租屋很划算，很便宜。如果很划算很便宜，为什么新加坡人会买不起？If housing is affordable in Singapore, why are Singaporean households with children unable to afford it? If Singapore housing loan is not a problem and the interest rate is alright, why is it that people don't have a stable job and don't have stable employment, etc. to pay for the housing loan and have to defer in mortgage? Why use public resources on the 13 years of political persecution against me when public resources should be used to improve the lives of Singaporeans? Leave your comments down below, remember to follow me, and I'll see you in the next video.